Hello and welcome back to another live episode of 100 Yards of Football Sports Talk Radio. I'm your producer, Jeremiah Long, and joining me to talk about the Auburn Tigers 2022 recruiting class is our host, Mr. Logan Landers. How's it going, man?
Hey, it's going great, man. Going to the SEC, talking about the Auburn Tigers. We'll see what their recruiting class is looking like. I can't wait to talk more in depth about it.
Absolutely. And for everybody listening from home and watching on our live video stream, thank you so much for joining us. All of your shares over on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and of our podcast are helping us so much to grow. And we cannot wait to serve you throughout this entire next season coming up, into the postseason, through the recruiting classes, through the drafts. We are going to be here with you every single week with live amazing episodes. So keep tuning in. We thank you so much for joining us. Well, Mr. Logan Landers, Auburn football. What do we have to look forward to with this amazing recruiting class?
Man, we have a lot of good players coming up here for Auburn. Let me pull up the screen here so you all can see what they're working with. All right, so here we are, the Auburn 2022 football commits. As you can see, they're 13th ranked nationally, 6th in the SEC, so they're looking really good, improving on last year. So let's get into it. They have 18 men who have signed the letter of intent to already come over and play. And they have a total of one person, Caden Story, who is a hard commit. When I did my research on this team, he said he is going to sign. It's just this is the early commitments. They said he's probably going to sign in February. So after the new year, it looks like Caden Story will, with all things pointing towards him being a future Auburn Tiger. And why not? Let's talk about him. 6'4", 264 pounds, defensive lineman from Lynette, Alabama, 4-star recruit, 222nd ranked national player, 28th in his position, and 12th in the state. So hopefully everything's still good, and he'll be over at Auburn in just a few short months. All right, we're going to start things off with the kickers. We have Alex McPherson from Fort Payne High School by way of Fort Payne, Alabama, 5'10", 155, 3-star recruit, not ranked nationally. Show some love to the kickers. Come on, guys. First in his position, though, and 65th in the state. So they got a really good kicker here, and hopefully he'll be dropping some bombs at the kicking position real soon. All right, we have from Neville High School in Monroe, Louisiana, Anise Sledge, defensive lineman, 6'3.5", 315, 3-star recruit, not ranked nationally, 132nd ranked national player in his position, and 44th in the state. So really good size here. I like the 315 build. Defensive lineman, he's got some power, so we'll see what he can do. Coming up next, out of Lawrenceville, Georgia, by way of Archer High School, is Caleb Wooden, the safety, 6'2", 185, 3-star recruit, looking really good. 826 ranked national player, 68th in his position, and 82nd in the state of Georgia. So looking good there. Big congratulations to him. Up next, we have Powell Gordon from Auburn High School in Auburn, Alabama. Linebacker, 6'3", 215, 3-star recruit, 655th ranked national player, 65th in his position, and 27th out the state. So a good linebacker here, good size, probably got some good speed on him, so we'll see what he can do. Going to offense, we have Jay Fair, the wide receiver, 5'10", 175, from Rockwell Heath High School in Rockwall, Texas. 3-star recruit, 572nd ranked national player, 79th in the state, or 79th in his position, 81st in the state out of Texas. So looking good there. And joining him is Camden Brown from St. Thomas Aquinas High School in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. 6'3", 190, so a good bit taller than Mr. Jay Fair. 3-star recruit, 526th ranked national player, 70th in his position, and 71st in the state. So looking really good there. Coming up next, we have Marquise Gilbert from Hutchinson Community College. So community college transfer here from Hutchinson, looking really good. Safety, 6'2", 180 pounds, 3-star recruit, 7th ranked nationally in the college community circus, 1st in the position and 2nd in the state. So looking really good there. Hopefully he can apply his prior football knowledge from Hutchinson and come on over to Auburn and look really good there. Coming up next, we have offensive tackle, 6'6", 290-pound Eston Harris Jr. out of Auburn High School in Auburn, Alabama. 3-star recruit, 425th ranked national player, 34th in his position, 18th in the state. So really good size on him. I like the 6'6" frame. And hopefully he's going to be looking good at the offensive tackle, protecting his quarterback and protecting the running back as well. Back on offense, we got the tight end, the first one we're seeing here, Micah Riley Ducker from Bellevue West High School in New England. So looking really good there. Tight end, 6'6", 235, like I mentioned. 3-star recruit, 402 is the national rank, 19th in the position and 4th in the state. So good size there. And coming up next to join him is Omari Kelly from Hewitt-Trussville High School in Trussville, Alabama. They got him listed as an athlete here, so that lets you know that he's already got some really good gifts and that he is a really athletic person, obviously. That's why they got him listed as it. He can play offense, he can play defense, so we'll see where they're going to slot him in college. 6'2", 180 pounds. Our first 4-star recruit, 360th ranked national player, 18th in his position and 15th in the state. Can't wait to see what this young man's going to do. We have another transfer, a small college transfer here. We have Keontae Scott from Snow College, quarterback, 6 foot, 185, 4-star, third ranked nationally, first in the position, first in the state. So they're already going the community college route and getting a few guys there as well because they got some gems. Damari Altson coming out of Woodward Academy in Atlanta, Georgia, running back, 5'10", 205, 4-star recruit, 314th ranked national player, 29th in his position, and 30th out the state of Georgia. So all props to him. Can't wait to see how the young man does. And yet again, another community college guy coming over is Jeffrey Mabah, Independent Community College, defensive lineman, 6'6", 305, 4-star recruit, first ranked nationally in the community college, first position and first in the state. So they got the best ranked community college player here. So they've already gotten a few, and they got the best of the best now. So a really good job by Auburn by picking these guys up. The next is Trey Donaldson, the safety from Florida State University School in Tallahassee, Florida. 6'1", 190, 4-star recruit, 265th ranked national player, 23rd in the position, and 30th in the state. And coming up next is the quarterback, hopefully for the future, for these Auburn Tigers, since Bo Nix just left the other day, is Holden Gurnier out of Benedictine Military School out of Savannah, Georgia. So you already know he's got some really good, he's already learned a lot of really good lessons there, I'm sure. Quarterback, 6'3", 210, 4-star recruit, 258th ranked national player, 19th in the position and 24th in the state. So another Georgia product going over to Auburn. All right, we have 3 left here. We have Austin Osbury from University Lab in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Cornerback, 6 foot, 195, 4-star recruit, 177th ranked national player, 22nd in his position and 13th in the state. All right, coming up next is another cornerback. Hopefully these two can be a dynamic duo. Is Jadarian Ream, Valdosta High School product by way of Valdosta, Georgia, 6'1", 170. So a little bit less, one more inch in height, but a little bit less in weight. 4-star recruit, 168th ranked national player, 21st in the position, and 17th in the state. And the man that they have listed as their top recruit coming out of the amazing Williamson High School in Mobile, Alabama, a guy who's had offers from Alabama, Georgia, Indiana, all the top schools in the nation. Linebacker Robert Woodyard, 6'1", 210, 4-star recruit, 137th ranked national player, 11th in his position, and 6th in the state. So overall, they really did a good job. They stuck mostly to Alabama. They got some Georgia, some Floridas in there. And as per position, they went really heavy on defensive backs. They're really trying to beef up that defense. And I think that potentially with the combo of Jadarian Ream and Austin Osbury, you never know, man. They could really make a push this upcoming season, maybe the one after that. But I think overall, Auburn did a really good job at recruiting. And especially, I think that something that a lot of teams might overlook or might just not go to, they went to the community college route. They went to guys who've already played a little bit of football for some lesser-known schools. But I like the way they got a couple of guys from the smaller schools and brought them over. So hopefully they can have really good careers. And I think overall, Auburn did a really good job recruiting.
Absolutely. And I have to agree with you. Like, when it comes to someone like Auburn, again, when we're talking about these teams like this, they have to compete hard. These are some hard teams to fight against when you're talking about the competition that they have in their, their respective classes and stuff, and all the teams that they face in their season. So yeah, I would definitely like to shout out to all of the Auburn recruits, shout out to all the Auburn fans out there that are just waiting to see what this next team's going to do. And for everybody watching us on YouTube, Twitch, or on Facebook live, thank you so much. And for everybody listening to our podcast, thank you so much again. But if you're not listening to our podcast, come and join us. 100 yards of football. You can listen to us on Spotify. You can listen to us on Apple Podcast or anywhere that you listen to podcasts, including Google Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, anywhere that you love to listen to podcasts, we are there for you. So just pull up 100 yards of football and listen to us week after week. We have over 500 episodes. Most of the episodes are evergreen, which means you can listen to them anytime. You can enjoy them in the morning when you're on your way to work, when you're at your office, or if you work from home, and when you're on your way back home, or if you have a job that keeps you in your car all day, like an Uber driver or a big rig trucker. You can listen to us all the time, and we will stay there with you, keep you company, keep you informed, and give you all the information that you need for the football seasons coming up, what's happening already, and amazing history specials for all the amazing moments throughout football history. So without further ado, I am your producer, Jeremiah Long, and you've been listening to our breakdown of the Auburn recruiting class coming up with our host, Mr. Logan Landers, and we will be right back with one more live reaction video for our recruiting classes. See you soon.